Welcome to Living History Channel. Be sure to subscribe and like so you don't miss out on more videos like this one.
The 1925 Isolator helmet by Hugo Gernsback. Designed to eliminate distractions, this oxygen-fed helmet blocked 95% of noise, reflecting early 20th century anxieties about maintaining focus in an increasingly loud world. Giant acoustic locators used before the invention of radar in the 1940s. These massive ears amplified engine sounds to detect incoming enemy aircraft, serving as a critical but low-tech early warning system. Fishermen in New Jersey captured a massive 5-ton manta ray in 1933. Stretching 20 feet wide, this sea devil required a grueling hours-long battle and Coast Guard assistance to be hauled ashore for this legendary photo. Albert Einstein relaxing in Nassau, 1939. Seen in casual attire and sandals, this rare candid shot captures a moment of peace for the physicist, just as he was warning the world about the dawn of the atomic age. The Narco Hunter of Sinaloa, 2016. After his daughter was kidnapped by the CJNG, Ramiro Valderas took justice into his own hands, reportedly taking down 15 cartel members in a desperate, legendary search for his child. Austro-Hungarian soldiers in the frozen Carpathian trenches, 1915. At minus 30 degrees Celsius, the cold was deadlier than bullets. Units endured catastrophic losses as they fought for survival in ice and rock during the Great War. Robert E. Lee and his son Rooney in 1845. Years before the Civil War, this portrait captures the future Confederate general with his son, who would later become a decorated cavalry officer and a dedicated statesman. Tennis on a biplane wing in 1925. Gladys Roy and Ivan Unger defied gravity over Los Angeles, showcasing the daring spirit of the barnstorming era where the sky was the ultimate stage for death-defying stunts. Blanche Barrow captured in 1933, weighing just 81 pounds. The only survivor of Bonnie and Clyde's gang, she outlived the legend by decades, eventually sharing the gritty, true story of their life on the run. Marilyn Monroe in a potato sack dress, 1951. After a critic claimed she only looked good in expensive clothes, Marilyn proved her timeless beauty by turning a simple burlap bag into a legendary fashion statement. A playful chase in 1900. Captured on a glass negative, this blurred shot shows a man laughing as a lady tries to jam his penny farthing, offering a rare, candid glimpse into the humor of the Edwardian era. Monica Bellucci and Gianni Versace in 1995. A powerful moment capturing the essence of Italian high fashion, where the legendary designer and his muse defined an era of timeless Mediterranean glamour and luxury. A French mobile gun shield in 1916. Designed to protect infantry in no man's land, this steel wheelbarrow failed in the mud but remains a fascinating genetic ancestor to the modern tank and armored mobility. Inside a Victorian barbershop in 1869. More than just a place for a shave, these shops served as vital social hubs, where heavy wooden chairs and straight razors defined the meticulous grooming rituals of the late 1800s. Glasgow Highlanders at Gales Camp, 1914, left as Norman Macmillan, who traded trenches for the cockpit as a Royal Flying Corps ace. His journey from infantry to aviation author defines the resilient spirit of a generation. Lana Turner, the iconic blonde bombshell, was a favorite pinup of World War II soldiers. Beyond her glamour, her talent in the 1940s and 50s secured her legacy as a star of Hollywood's golden age. In 1916, Private Malcolm Neville tossed a message in a bottle while sailing to WWII. Found 109 years later in Australia, his letter finally connected his legacy with his surviving family. The Tuskegee Airmen, the first black military pilots in the U.S., overcame prejudice and systemic obstacles during World War II. Their excellence in combat turned them into legendary war heroes. The heroic Desmond Doss, a conscientious objector who refused to carry a weapon, saved 75 lives at Okinawa. His real-life bravery was so vast it surpassed even Hollywood's imagination. In 1973, Manchester, Fritz the Dachshund regained his mobility thanks to a homemade roller skate carriage. This heartwarming invention by his owner kept him happy despite losing his hind legs. In 2001, actor Steve Buscemi returned to his roots as a NYC firefighter, quietly searching through the Twin Towers rubble. A true hero who chose service over fame in a time of crisis. In 1992, a plane crashed in the jungles of Vietnam. Of the 31 people on board, only Annette Herfkens survived, enduring 8 days alone until her rescue, a miracle of human endurance. The 1982 Twilight Zone movie set was struck by a horrific tragedy during a helicopter stunt. Actor Vic Morrow and 2 child stars lost their lives in an accident that shook Hollywood. In 1944, teenagers push a 17-year-old Ford Model T to get it started before a football game. This beloved car could carry 12 friends, proving that joy endures even during wartime years. During World War II, these women worked at a munitions factory in Ajax, Ontario. Their vital labor supported the front lines, symbolizing the strength and dedication of women on the home front. In a press conference, President Bill Clinton stated that the U.S. would be debt-free by 2010. However, the government went from a $128 billion surplus in 2000 to a $1.4 trillion deficit. In 1968, 21-year-old Arnold Schwarzenegger arrived in the U.S. and headed to Muscle Beach. After winning 6 Mr. Olympia titles, he transitioned from bodybuilding king to Hollywood icon. In 1939, a Polish force of only 720 men held back 42,000 Nazi soldiers for 3 days at Wisna. Known as the Thermopylae of World War II, their bravery remains a legendary symbol of resistance. In the 1940s, Earl Tupper's Tupperware struggled as the public disliked plastic. Everything changed when Brownie Wise pioneered patio parties, turning the product into a global household name. In 1943, long before fame, B. Arthur joined the U.S. Marine Corps. Though her superiors called her argumentative, she served as a truck driver until the end of World War II. In 1962, Marilyn Monroe gets her hair styled by Agnes Flanagan. This rare, candid moment captures the Hollywood icon in a simple setting, just months before the world lost its brightest star. Shelley Winters, the versatile actress and WWII pinup, was known for her bold spirit. From Hollywood starlet to 2-time Oscar winner, her career spanned decades of cinematic excellence. In 1850, a young man poses for a daguerreotype alongside human skulls. This striking image, now held by the Nelson Atkins Museum, captures a haunting blend of early science and Victorian art. In 1996, Darlie Routier claimed an intruder attacked her and her sons in Texas. However, inconsistencies led to her conviction for the murder of her son, a case that remains controversial today. In 1956, Queen Elizabeth II and Marilyn Monroe met in London. Both icons were born in 1926, and their rare meeting symbolized the intersection of Hollywood glamour and British royalty. The Dornier Du 335A1 was a formidable World War II aircraft armed with 15mm guns and a 30mm cannon. Its unique design and high service ceiling made it a true engineering marvel of its time. Detective James Harper was a man of justice, or so it seemed. Behind the badge lay a dark path of bribes and corruption, turning an honorable man into a stranger to himself. In 1943, the cockpit of a Junkers Ju 88A14 was found after being shot down over England. Only the rear gunner's seat and side panel remained recognizable among the twisted metal wreckage. In late 1951, an Australian soldier carries an M1/M2 carbine during the Korean War. This candid photo from the Life magazine archives captures a quiet moment of duty amidst the conflict. In 1975, police cars in Manchester, United Kingdom, included the iconic Mini and Morris Marina. These classic vehicles served as the backbone of local law enforcement during the 70s. In 1960, William Helburn captured Wall Street's bustling energy. This iconic view shows formal-clad workers and steady traffic, symbolizing the peak of America's post-war economic confidence. In 1952, Marilyn Monroe visited a children's hospital in Atlantic City. This heartwarming moment captures her kindness as she brought smiles and joy to young patients during her visit. Simo Häyhä, a shy Finnish farmer, became history's deadliest sniper during the Winter War. With 505 kills, the Soviets feared him as the White Death, a legend built on simple practice. Mala Zimetbaum was a brave resistance figure in Auschwitz. Using her fluency in languages to help others, she became the first woman to escape the camp. Remains a symbol of courage today. Nicholas Frank, son of Nazi Governor Hans Frank, uses his father's coat as a scarecrow. This bold act serves as his personal rejection of a dark family legacy and the crimes committed. In Vietnam, Private Barry Russell of the Anzac Battalion moves out on patrol. This 1960s image from the Australian War Memorial honors the service and sacrifice of those who served in the conflict. In 1944, thousands of German prisoners of war were paraded through the streets of Moscow. This massive display of captured troops served as a powerful symbol of the shifting tide on the Eastern Front. In 1938, 2 weeks after Kristallnacht, 10,000 people protested Nazi horror in Boyle Heights. They called for Hitler's downfall years before America officially joined World War II.
Thanks for watching. I'm always hunting for lost photos and untold stories. Got a time period in mind? Let me know in the comments.